You know, man, I got a feeling something gonna happen, bro. I don't know. I just feel something gonna happen, man. It's kind of weird, you know. Just kind of feel something gonna happen, man. I don't know, man. Just something in the air, bro. I feel like something gonna happen. It's kind of late. Well, it's dark. It ain't late. But, anyways, man, I'm just up here walking and chilling. Ain't really got much to say on my mind. I was just thinking about that dynamic. The whole concept that a woman is, you know how they say women have sex with who they want to have sex with, which I think is true because women, dudes are not very discriminate so far as who they lay down with, man. A lot of us, man, we have some ugly chicks, man. It just is what it is, man. I don't know why that is. But some dudes, you even got rich dudes that'll still be like, nah. They'll be up here running after some dogs. You know, but who he seen with is his dime piece. Like a basketball player might have a really good looking wife, but he might have like a ugly or a fat chick on the side. He might be into fat chicks too. So dudes are really not judgmental, you know. So a woman bragging that she can get any man is like, it's like saying, it's like a kid playing in a sandbox bragging that they can get dirty. Like, it's supposed to happen. Like, and then when you live in this culture of America with all these socially sex depraved dudes, dude, how hard is it to control men through sex? You live in a setup where women are blessed. I ain't gonna say blessed. Socially blessed, so to speak, with like they got the power of like the Mario star power. When you get the star on Mario Brothers, dun 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 dun. That's what a woman in America pretty much got. Mario star power. But it has a expiration date. You know, when her looks fade, men primarily want women who are young and who are virgins. The optimal woman for a man, you got dudes with low standards. I'm talking about masculine, heterosexual, regular dudes. Not dudes who have mentality of, it's okay if she got 100 bodies. I'm talking about a dude who actually got his mind right. And historically, for thousands of years, women have been judged based on she a virgin. How many dudes can or cannot access her? If she is a female who's like a super socialite, all up in different dudes' faces. Generally speaking, other than a roll around in the hay, some cheek clapping, other than that, she's looked at. It's a woman that's for the streets, and you got women that's for the house. So a woman that's for the streets, where anybody could have her. Hey, Casper. A woman that's for the streets, anybody can have her for the purchase price, or you look good, or you tall, or whatever. Whatever it is that give him access to her, or she want to cheat on her boyfriend, or her husband made her mad or whatever. So whatever the reason, man, or you tall, or you famous, a variety of reasons. So, but when I look at this, okay, men want women who are virginal and ain't known to be accessed by everybody. Now, if you're just looking for some cheek clapping and a whore, like I said, it's a woman for the house and it's a woman for the streets. A woman for the house is a wife that you actually want to be, represent you. Like, this is my woman. She clean, untouched. Other dudes don't routinely have access to her. She does not have a large Instagram DM. She's not going on all these dates with all these different dudes, and she does not have all these different male friends and all of this. Men are pretty much territorial over their woman. But if their woman is accessed by every man, then that's a low quality woman. No matter how they try to spin it, no matter how they say, oh, she's liberated and he's weak because he can't handle a woman who got options, a woman who knows her value and all this. We're going to talk about her value. A woman's value, historically, since the beginning of time, has been, again, her virginity and beauty. Her virginity and beauty. Thirdly, those are the main two majors. You include her femininity, which includes her servitude, doing her domestic stuff, cooking and cleaning. So that's primarily what her value is. Like, you got out here a whole bunch of chicks out here dressing whorish, tight yoga pants, and titties hanging and belly showing. That's look good, but that's a woman of the streets. Whether it is or not, it look like one. It carries itself like one. It talk like one. It walk like one. It got a body count like one. It got kids like one. It charge money like one. So anybody with common sense is going to determine that must be a prostitute. Because all she talking about, how much money you got, how much money you going to spend on my lunch, on my dinner date, how big is your wiener? You know what I mean? This all is a whole talk. This is whole speech, right? So you can conclude that since the majority of American women talk like this, the majority of them are whores. So primarily, women was judged by their virginity, and everybody ain't got access to your woman like that. That's why when a dude get his woman, he become protective of her, because he don't want other penises lingering around this woman. Oh, you ain't got no self-esteem. There's little wiener energy. You weak. How you gonna be weak because you don't want other dudes around your woman? That don't make no sense. Why you want to be accessed by all these different dudes? See, women want to have access to a whole bunch of different dudes. You know what I mean? But these niggas here in this truck. But women, you can't be hold on real quick. Let me walk past these people, man. Doing some tricking in the truck. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? But you can't be a wife and be a woman of the streets at the same time. See, so women have sex with who they want to have sex with. And dudes do whatever they can. They have women that they can. So, for example, I argue that a woman ain't never going to be... My main point in this video is what's preached to these women, that they need to level up and they deserve better, they deserve more, and this and that. And I'm really I mean, like I said, people make mistakes. I understand they could change. But if we look at the two factors, number one, a woman is primarily valued by her virginity. Number two, youth and beauty. Those three things. Okay. So therefore, based on that, yes, I know personality and all that stuff. But generally speaking, men generally on the sexual relationship marketplace, men generally don't want to marry whores. Unless they like, glutton for punishment, don't really care about, so like you got dudes that will wife up a prostitute, literally. I ain't talking about that. But generally speaking, a woman that represents you, you want her to be clean and you don't want to have a whole bunch of dudes having access to her. So looking at the fact that her virginity and her beauty and youth is her highest value. That's the most she can offer a man. You understand me? So let's say she's 18 and she's a virgin. That's the best version of herself, is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, since women pretty much do the choosing, and women is judged primarily, their best that they can bring to this market is virginity and, prettiness and youth. That being the case, which it is, we can conclude that the person, the quality of the man that she willfully let inside of her. Now, I'm not talking about, molestations and rapings and all of this. No. I ain't talking about that. She's 18. She willingly had sex with this dude. Whether he be Pookie or Chad or some kind of combination thereof. That's the standard. This dude may not even have no job. He just was tall, or he looked good, or he cute, or said the right words, right? Or he had braids, or he got tattoos, or he's skinny, or he fat, or he muscular, or he short, or he toned. Man, this dude flying. Or he this, he that, or he rap, or he sing, or he's an artist, or he's a pretty boy, or he's ugly, or you remind her of her father, or this, or that, or whatever the reason. See, all these standards they have, dude gotta be 6 figures, 6 feet tall, all this. That may not be the standard of who got the best. That might not be the, that might not be what the how to say. In other words, the dude that got the best out of her, he might not fit none of that. You see what I mean? He might have those characteristics. He might not be 6'5". You know what I mean? He might be just a regular dude that she liked at the moment, talked her some smooth game, and he hit it. At that moment, that's the standard. That's the highest. That's the dude who got her most highest version of herself, her virginity. That dude is the standard. So when they say, women, y'all, we deserve more. How do you deserve more when you gave your absolute best version of yourself to this dude right here? He might have been in and out of jail, video game playing, broke dude. You understand me? Well, she got some tattoos. And she gave the best version of herself, the virgin version of herself, the youngest, tightest, freshest version of herself, to that dude. He didn't have 6 figures. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. You understand me? Or he may be, My point is, that's the standard. Now, I ain't saying that women can't improve. I'm not saying that, people can make better decisions later, because I believe people can improve and all that, yes. But again, when we look at this, you talking about the deed is done. You can't unvirgin yourself. You can't unpenetrate yourself. Who's that? Corey Holcomb, man. I like that dude, man. He said you cannot delete the skeet. the body's count matters. The first body that enter into this woman is the standard, because she gave him the highest honor that a man can have, willfully. I'm talking about the guy that she chose willfully, not no other situation, assault. No, none of that. I'm talking about the dude she willfully, specifically, and maybe even approached him and gave him the most honorable thing, which is to break her hymen, enter into her, and give her virginity to this dude. That's the highest honor that a woman can get. Now, people can say, having this kid is the highest honor. Huh? Nah, I don't know about that, because it ain't like they separate, though, Give her virginity, that's how you have kids. But my point is, so now after all that, she done got bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies. Now she gonna raise the standard, raise the price. Now she, after that's like saying, that's like cutting all your hair off and saying, I need to go get a perm real quick. You done already did the damage. It's like a woman shaving her hair, talking about she gonna put braids in her hair tomorrow. You ain't got no hair. You know what I mean? You done gave up your body, the best version of yourself, to this dude, and then you, from the trauma, this dude leaving or whatever, and because he's attractive, you find him attractive, and the other chicks find him attractive. So very likely you're gonna have other chicks smash them. She getting her feelings, and then he end up leaving or whatever, or ghosting her. And so now she's in her feelings, so now she got the baggage. I'll never get done like this again. Goes to the next dude, I'll never get done like that again. Gets dumped by him. Then she becomes jaded, traumatized. And she goes on the internet looking for solutions, listening to the skeet lady, not skeet, the swizzle, what's that called? Drizzle, what's she say? The chick that looked like a dead woman. Dang, what she be saying? Fizzle, or dang, she like an old, like broken old madam. Drizzle? Not Drizzle. They made it after the Drizzle dude. But anyways, man, the chick, she got all these issues, man. She be teaching these young women how to be hoes, how to get money out of dudes. Drip or something. I forgot this hoe's name. She like an old madam training younger women how to be hoes and how to get this money and all that. What's that chick's name, man? But anyways, man, the sprinkle lady, yeah. But anyways, so then she go, this damaged woman goes on her channel and be like, now she figure out, oh yeah, I don't need to be just giving my body away. I need to be charging money for this. So now she's listen to the sprinkle lady about how to get this money and become a better, jaded, destroyed whore just like her. You know what I mean? Now you deserve more, girl. You should not be giving up the kitty. You know what I mean? And then the whoredom just continues to, it just continues to magnify itself, and they just keep feeding a monster, man. So now now it's pimped to this woman that she deserved more, and that she need to be basically not putting up with what she putting up with. You know what I mean? And she need to charge more. Now she needs somebody with 6 figures, 6 feet tall. Now she has standards. After years and years of pounding and trauma, getting pumped and dumped, hit and quit, right? hit and flipped. Now she got standards. Now I ain't putting up with this. And now the new dudes is gonna have to suffer for all the trauma that she chose to go through, and all the dudes she chose to get pounded by, and all the drama that she chose in her life. So what I'm saying, my bottom line is that she ain't never, her standard has been set by the dude. Think about it. Now, after all these years, she's like, oh, you gotta be this, you gotta take me out on this many dates. And so, as a man, I'm looking at it, well, dang, hey, the dude got your virginity, he had to do that. He was just some dude. And he popped you. You willingly got popped by a dude who ain't got no job. You understand? Because he had swag. You willingly, he ain't got no job, he ain't got no money. But he got the virgin version of you. So why the hell should, now she gonna raise the price of used, traumatized, of her used and traumatized self? Nah. What deal did that dude get? I'm just as good as that dude. He paid nothing, I won't pay nothing. And so I think that's only fair, man. How the dude gonna get the virgin version of her? And why not you? Are you less of a man than him? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, a man pretty much can get whatever he can get with a woman because she has the power of choice, and because men are not discriminate about the kind of women that they lay with, but women are. That means that to whom much is given, much is required. So since she has been given this choice, that's who she chose, a Pookie or a Chad or whatever, that's the standard, whether he was broke or not. That's the standard. So now, that's how I look at it. You can't give a man, it ain't no more honorable thing. Highest honor a woman could give is her virginity. And she gave it to this dude, not a standard, regular, decent brother. A guy don't want to stay married. A guy wants to build a family. She ain't giving her virginity to that dude. She going to the dude because we live in a social culture of whoredom. She giving up her body to whoever she like and whoever make her tingle. Because fathers ain't in the house. Women is making the choices, and they choose what make them feel good and tingle. That being the case, whoever spit a few game or throw a few dollars, she'll go. So I can't. So that's the highest level, bro. That dude is her highest level. Later on, she might be able to acquire a dude that'll be stupid enough to wife her up, and but the previous dude didn't have to do all that, and he got it for free because she tingled because of him. But a man, he not limited to the quality of women. It's predicated upon a lot of factors, how tall he is. He might be, in the beginning, only be able to, let's say he 18, he probably just get some fat chick or a single mother, some low grade stuff. But as he, go on in his life, become a better version of himself, he can level up. I see a lot of people out here hugging and kissing, like, hot dog. Niggas out here, Hispanics, man. These niggas hugging and kissing on the corner. God, dog. Romance, man. Hey, this is crazy, man. These Hispanic chicks look good. But yeah, I don't know, man. And that dude ain't super tall. He simped out, though, bro. That nigga all in, he ain't looking around. All he care about is that chick and them buns. But, dang, he ain't even looking around his environment. His nose is wide open. All he care about is some buns. She is curvy and hippie too, man. Dang, he still ain't looked around, dude. But anyways, that's wild, man. I don't ever want to be all in. I understand these women more now, bro. That's why I don't be all into them like that no more. That was for my teens. But see what I'm saying? That's the level, man. The dude that got her highest level, that's the standard, bro. Who hit it when she was a virgin, tight, good looking, and young. You can't go no higher than that. You know what I mean? I see a lot of police out here today. You know, like this is my third time today, so. But yeah, cat lady. What up? Hey. But yeah, she even got a cat under her, come on, man, this nigga right here. But yeah, this is weird, bro. This dude always goes in the crib when I come here. But yeah, watch this dude, man. It's like a zombie or something. Well, yeah, man can level up. He'll get better quality woman. Because he can get what he can get. Because a woman do all the choosing, she got the choice in the matter. And dudes pretty much try to just get what they can. Because she got all this leverage and power, she held responsible for the decisions she make, man. Because you know, that's the standard. You blew your lottery ticket, man. You chose Pookie and Ray Ray, Brad and Chad, and that's the standard. You can level up and find a financially better dude, but she ain't gonna respect that dude because you dumb enough to get her after she been used up. So how can she didn't make the dude that bust her cherry, she didn't make him marry before, you know, busting her cherry. So everybody else is getting leftovers. You see what I mean? And so she get older and to go through all this trauma, and she like, oh, I deserve more. I deserve more. Well, how you deserve more than the dude you gave your best version of yourself to? Figure that out. Make that make sense. So that's just my thoughts. You know, I think that what's this nigga just looking at the, man, people be doing some weird stuff, bro. But anyway, I'm in the crib. But since a man primarily can get whatever he can, the standard ain't the same for the man because he can kind of try to get whatever he can. You know, he don't have unlimited access to women like that. Some dudes do, but you know. But that's basically what it is, man. You know, that's what it is, bro. Let me get up in here. It's starting to get dark. But yeah, man, it's some weirdos out here, bro. Zombies. But yeah, man, that's basically what it is, bro. Women is like, they don't understand that the most important thing they have is their chastity. And if they give that up, they supposed to stay with that dude. But now, see, women ain't shamed for being like sexually lewd and loose with their bodies in this society. They told to go out here and pollute themselves and have multiple dudes and, you know, you holding yourself back and all that. Yeah, you holding yourself back from trauma, damage, mental illness, and emotional illness, and becoming a cat lady. So that's the standard. So when I say, I ain't saying don't deal with a woman who ain't a virgin. I'm just saying that these women ain't thinking logically. They delusional. They think that you see a woman who's like 30 years old talking like she had the same value as when she was 18. It don't work like that. Not in the eyes of those who are buying what you're selling. Not in the men who have self-respect. She can find a simp and a sucker, but she not gonna respect him. But a man that she respect and who she desires and all that, he gonna have standards. And he gonna look at that kind of dude not gonna demean himself by wifing up the leave behinds that everybody done hit. You know what I mean? So that's just something I was thinking about, man. These women destroy their value and then get pimped to them. Somebody tell them, oh, you just as valuable at 30 as you are when you're 18, because now you didn't know nothing when you was 18, but now you was just a virgin, but now you 30, you got these experiences and you know what to do in the bedroom. And that's cool for a dude that's looking to hit cheeks. But if he's looking to wife you up, a respectable man would prefer an 18-year-old virgin so that he can be the one to mold her, lead her, and guide her towards the direction he wants her to be in. You know what I mean? Men generally don't want, to wife up. I mean, women know this stuff too, man. Like I was watching this podcast. It was a really good question, man. I don't know the brother's name, but a black dude with the braids. I think it's braids and wear the sunglasses. He said he was asking some chicks. That's a good question, man. He said, I think he said the body count matter, and I think the chick said, nah, body count. Of course, because they're selling. You know what I mean? When you're selling something, you say, hey, you're selling a used car. Hey, man, it ain't used. It's just experience. Sure, you get a brand new one for the same price, but why would you do that? When you want one that's been through and tried and true and tested, man? Don't you want tried, true, and tested car that has, you can trust? Sure, got a few miles on it, but those are trustworthy miles. So when you're selling something, you're not gonna necessarily point out all the bad stuff. They use the idiot for buying it. No, I ain't gonna. If I'm selling a car, I'm saying, man, this is the best car you ever gonna see. So when women are selling themselves to men, they pimping saying body count don't matter. What's wrong with you? Body count don't matter. A body count? Why would a man care about a woman's body count? What's wrong with you? You got small wiener energy. You know what I mean? So body count, what's that? What man don't care about a woman's body count? What is this? What do you, a priest or something? What's wrong with you? Right? So women, they be doing the okie doke when they're selling, right? But when it comes to their daughters, the question that they asked was outstanding. He was like, would you want your daughter, would you be okay with your daughter having 3 times your body count? So your body count times 3. And the women said, no, oh no. See, when it hit the fan, they're like, nah. Because they know body count matter. They know all the traumatic experiences they had. I was happy that they was honest. Because some women be like, well, I don't, it's just her decision and she had to make her own decision. And you didn't. Nah, let's be honest about this. You don't want her to be a thrusted through whore like you. At least you honest about it. Let's please be honest at this table today, at least. And it was cool to see them say, most of them said, nah, they wouldn't want their daughter to have the same body count times 3 as her. You know what I mean? So that show you that women understand that when they in a salesman mode and they actually being honest, nah, they don't. They know it ain't good for a woman to have no high body count. That's all cap when they selling. When you selling, you know what I mean? you know, you might not point out this, you might not point out that. You know what I mean? Body count, that shouldn't matter. You want a woman that's more experienced, don't you? Well, hey, a virgin ain't experienced. She don't know nothing. Buy this used car, you know. But yeah, so this woman, she give her best version of herself to that dude. Whatever that dude, whoever he was at that moment, that's the standard. Now, yeah, she might have made mistakes in her view. Okay, cool. But nevertheless, you want a dude, who now you want to do, you want all these standards. Oh, you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to make a certain amount of this. You got to take me and spend at least $200 on a date. You got to do this. Now she got all these standards and she's more difficult to deal with. It's like, dang, now you less attractive, less valuable, but yet you have more standards and you're more difficult to deal with. And you're not as attractive. So I'm getting a older car that got all these problems, and you know, up the street it was a truck driving by, loud exhaust. They got a loud exhaust. Tie rods need to be changed. Wheel need to be changed. 3 of the wheels match. 1 of them don't. You got it from the junkyard or salvage yard. Hey, you know what I mean? Leak oil. And you telling me I should pay top dollar for this. So, nah. That's just something I was thinking about. Well, you women, they need to level up. But, nah. Level up, I mean, I ain't saying people shouldn't do better. I'm just saying from a man's perspective, why would whatever that dude was that got you when you was younger, fresher, tighter, and better, hey, I want to be in whatever he did, that's what I want to do. I should have to purchase, be this super ultra dude. He didn't take you out on no dinner dates. You was paying for him. You was buying his, PlayStation games. You know what I mean? You was simping on him. You was giving him money to buy pizza or whatever. So why? Yeah, Sammy. So this dude get the great treatment. Why shouldn't this dude? Men should start questioning this crap, bro. See, when you live in a liberated society like this, that means that the women got the choice, man. That means that, she responsible. This responsibility used to be, her chastity used to be protected by her father, and you knew you was getting a good quality woman. At least she ain't been ran through by the community. The father and the mother was on the same page, and your daughter is a virgin, and you pass that virgin on to the husband, and he'll be the one taking responsibility of this woman from then on. And then, she stayed with her. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, now in this Western society, you just got women just giving up their bodies, their virginities, and everything to whoever she like, whoever make her tingle. So, he got swag, or he famous, or he rap, or he sing, or he this. He got tattoos, or he's big, or he's short, or it's the same thing. So, in this kind of market, why, that's the standard. Whoever popped you first, that's the highest standard that you should expect. As a man, that you should expect to meet. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Why the previous dude, why you paying their bills and stuff? Why you doing all this stuff for them and simping on them? You know what I mean? And doing all this good, feminine stuff for them. But me, you want to tell me what you ain't going to do now that you older and used up at 30? Come on, man. Why should I get, That's the thing I never really understood about these old chicks. They should be ultra cooperative because you offer way less. Again, I repeat, they should be ultra cooperative because they offer way less. But in their heads, because of the pimping of the United States, they've been pimped to them to tell them that they are of this 40 is the new 20, 40 is the new 20, 50 and fabulous. You are not 50 and fabulous. You are a cat lady. You are a ran through. This guy's weird, man. So now she done got, 40, 50, 100, 300 bodies. And now she like, I have standards now. Now I have standards. It don't make no sense, bro. You should have had standards with the first dude that piped you. The standard should have been, in order to pipe you, you gotta be married. And stay married to that dude. That should have been the standard. But that is the standard. Whoever piped you, that's the standard. Whoever you willfully let in your body first, that's the standard. Right? As a man, that's how we should look at it. Why should you be... You're not any less of a man than the dudes that was there before. Are you? No. Why should I get a worse deal? You're older than what you were previously. You're more used. You're more baggage, more bitter. So why should I get punished? You should be more accommodating, especially these older chicks. It's weird. They bring less to the table, less beauty, less chastity, more baggage, and they're more difficult to deal with. If they're honest with themselves, they'll be more accommodating because they have to compete with the younger version of themselves. It's really stupid. But they don't accommodate the man. They be more difficult to deal with. He got to do this. You're 30 years old. There's a fresh 18-year-old tight body teen every day, man. You know what I mean? New chicks are turning 18 every day. You can't compete with this. So you should be more competitive. Nah, she thinks she can compete. Granny thinks she can compete with an 18-year-old version of herself. What do you provide? Yeah, she might know more sexual things, how to do this and that. And, I'm talking about a respectable man looking to actually wife that up, who has self-respect. If dude's going to do what they do, she might be one of your concubine. But in general, might have some tattoos and stuff, in general, you're going to take the 18-year-old chick that don't know nothing about sex and you can mold her and what you want her to be. You know what I mean? She can follow your instructions and you build with her. Or you want this 30-year-old bitter chick that got about 300 bodies or 100 bodies. You got all this trauma and all this other stuff, what she ain't going to do and all this. Which woman you want? Which woman represent you better? Which woman is going to give you more lip, more mouth? Which woman going to be more easier to deal with and follow your instructions? And which one going to be, you already know, the younger one. Because you could teach her this, you could show her that. And that's how, but see, when the women doing their sales pitch, aka they shame, and and trying to break the man down, when they doing that, they telling the man, oh, you weak for wanting a young, tender, in shape 18-year-old woman. 18-year-old, 20-year-old woman. You're weak for wanting her. You just want to take advantage of her. So they try to shame man into, you dealing with them young girls. That's a girl. No, that's an 18-year-old woman. That's a 20-year-old woman. It's not a girl. You know what I mean? You just mad because you can't compete. You know what I mean? Granny. You know what I mean? So I find that pretty funny. Because you really look at it, the older women look at the younger women like, dang, that's going to be me. And that's competition. So she want, the main point is that the whole ideology is that she could be, get who she gave her virginity, who she gave her virginity up to willingly. That's the standard. And he a broke boy. He's a loser. Well, that's who you gave your virginity up to. Congratulations, you chose a loser, right? You chose a manifestly, abusive dude or alcoholic or a drug user. You chose that dude because he made you tingle. He didn't even have a big wiener. Well, you chose him. He ain't got no job. Well, you chose him. You see what I mean? It ain't like a man choosing. See, this is my main thing too. It ain't like people say, well, you shouldn't have. Who that dude, the comedian Mike Epps. He said he said my ex-wife looked like James Brown. He said that's all I can get at that time. You know what I mean? He said my ex-wife looked like James Brown. You know, so a man get what he can get. You know what I mean? James Brown. He said, I admit it. She look like James Brown. So men pretty much get with what they can get, you know, when it comes to women. So now he's more famous and stuff. And so clearly his women going to be better looking now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, so what I'm saying is that's what he could get. That's what his level was. You see what I mean? So, because why? It's because men can get women that they can get. You know, whereas women can get pretty much any man to have sex with her at least. So women have sex with who they want. Men have sex with who they can. Mosquito. But so that's who Mike Epps could get. He got a chick that looked like James Brown at that time. Now he can level up and get an 18-year-old, fresh, good-looking broad. Why? Because he got fame, you know what I mean, and all that. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's just a different thing, man. She will never be the best. Once a woman give up her body, that's the max. I don't care how they frame it, how they pimp to the women, how they flip it and try to make it, you know, the 40s, the new 20 and 50 and fabulous. And the more bodies that she has, it's more seasoning and experience. That's a good thing. You know, all that, how they flip it and repackage it. Nah, man, that's all pimping. You know, that just keep women in a cycle of whoredom and destroying themselves. I seen this 18-year-old Hispanic chick talking about she wanted to get plowed by multiple dudes. And she was chasing some, you know, big wienered having dude. And this is what they promote to the women to pride themselves on, to be completely used cum dumpsters. Right? So it's like, and she was like 18 or something, man. Fresh, good looking. But she could be somebody's wife. I think she had a boyfriend too. And this is promoted here in America to get plowed and ran through. And, you know, later on, you know, it's like the results of it is sealed up to these women. They don't see at the end of the road when they have this emotional trauma. It might still look good at 30, 40, you know, even 50, but they got all these spiritual soul ties and emotional baggage and trauma. You know what I mean? All these experiences with all these dudes. They are prostitute now, and prostitutes routinely have mental issues and stuff and substance abuse issues routinely because they, you know, once a woman sell herself, man, you know what I mean? That's her value, man. You know, it's demeaning to be purchased for a purchase price by this random dude, the next random dude, the next random dude. And then, you know what I mean? And she's demeaned herself. And so now she got all these standards. I ain't putting up with this. I ain't putting up with that. But now you have the standards, but you didn't have the standards when you was at youngest and tightest version of yourself, where you had higher value. Now you got way less value, and people pretty much look at these women as a pumping dump. They hit and quit, right? And she it's kind of like a bad cycle. Now she's worth less. She has more standards and is more difficult to deal with. When she should be more accommodating if she thought with common sense, like, dang, I need to find a man, even if I had to share. That's how they should be. But because men still giving her attention, dudes still piping her, which is attention, and because of the pimping that American culture preaches to these females, in the church of feminism, in the religion of feminism, that's a religion right there, man. So she don't never feel really the pain of being an old maid, or what they say, Shangyu, Shanglu in China, the Shanglu chick. You know what I mean? She don't ever feel old and you. You know, so it's just something I was thinking about. Men and women are different. Her highest value is when she a virgin. She give that, and if she give that version of herself up to that dude, that dude is a standard. Men should look at it like that. Why did this dude get the ultimate honor you can give a man, right? Which is to your virginity. Why did he deserve that? And now you didn't require all of the stuff of him, but you are requiring all this stuff of me. But he piped you for free. You cooked, cleaned for him, and all this other stuff, and you gave the best version of your body to him for free. So why should I pay for anything? I'm just as good as this dude. Y'all see what I mean? It's like, if you look at it, it's just like somebody trying to pimp you into buying a used car for a high price. So all his mileage, need repairs, leaking, been in a couple accidents. They did a good job on doing the body work, the fender. They bent the fender and, put some stucco on there, you know what I mean? Sandpapered it down, make it shine. Now it look like he ain't never had no accident. That's equivalent to her having a few tattoos, or her having some emotional damage where she did a gangbang, you know what I mean? Or she did this and that behind the bar or the club and don't even remember the guy's name, and after that had a Plan B pill. You see what I mean? And now she went through that trauma. It's the same as a car that been in accidents. See what I mean? The trauma, the damage. And so after all this, at 30, now she's like, oh, now I have standards. I ain't putting up with this. I ain't putting up with that. He got to take me on this many dates. He got to do this. He got to spend this amount of money. And oh, he can't take me to that Cheesecake Factory. So now she got all this baggage. She got all these standards. Got all these blockages. But she's worth less, has more damage, and been in more accidents. Come on, man. In a woman, I mean, I don't have, that's pretty much all I ever deal with in my life. Primarily, it was just women, American westernized women, damaged women, body count. I had two virgins in my life, you know what I mean? But most of women are just sluts, hoes. So that being the case, women should be more, accommodating. But what I'm saying, these women have these unrealistic expectations. You are not high level. You are used. You are essentially a prostitute. But because prostitution is normalized and just called liberated woman, and she never is judged, especially not in America. Like I said, man, chick walked in the Target store with some panties on, looked like, man, I was like, gosh, booty jiggling. I'm like, dang, man. But that's normal. That's normal to see chicks in yoga pants. And it's just a hypersexual community here, man. A hypersexual society, bro. It's a shame. But that's just something I was thinking about, man. The whole dynamic of wanting men to level up so that they can get used goods. You ain't even getting a virgin. I'm just sitting looking at that. I'm like, this woman is not even a virgin. And she gave her virginity to that dude. Her highest honor she can give a man, she gave to that dude. And if that dude is your Chads or your Pookie or whatever, or just some random dude that didn't have no job, she buying his PlayStation, or whoever that dude was, she buying his games. She's simping on him. Well, hey, I want the same honor you gave that dude, since he got the most honorable thing you could do. That, when you look at it, bro, us men should have high standards like that. You know what I mean? And these women up here are talking about, what a man need to bring to the table and all this. Like, nah. Who popped you? He's a loser. I know this one chick. She talking about her baby daddy's a loser and all that. But he popped you. And you kept his kid. And he was locked up and stuff. This is a dude that you chose to not only get, I think she was a virgin, but she gave the next honor, which is to keep his kid and raise it, raise his child, bring the child to being grown. And you raise this man's child. She hooked up with some simp dude, high income simp dude, who's taking care of another man's seed. He don't like him neither. I don't like him. He a loser. But the simp is so dumb. But see, that's another reason women don't never feel no pain. Because he's enabling simps. He's enabling simps come along and pay the bills. I don't care if she got a single mother. We need in our community people to step up and help these children. It takes a village to raise a child, and he's in and out of jail. He ain't no good. Like, dude, man, that's who she let enter into the youngest, best part of her when she was at her youngest and best and freshest. That's who popped her cherry. You the dude come later and pay the bills with your nose wide open and eyes closed. And wallet open. Let me forget that. So now I got standards, but she will always remember the dude who popped her cherry, and she raising his kid to adulthood. Bruh, when you look at this, like you look at a woman like a car, and you purchasing a car, you know what I mean? The analogy is very much very realistic, because a woman primarily is kind of like a car. The squeaks, the rattles, the bumps, the bruises, the dings. You know what I mean? One of the belts broken. You know what I mean? Well, your serpentine belt broke, so the other stuff don't work, and it squeaks and it rattles. If she got a whole bunch of dudes she done been with, it's similar to her being a taxing him and having a whole bunch of different people ride in her backseat. You see what I mean? All the parallel analogies. Think about a taxi. A taxi have, I don't know, man, let's say 50 people in it a day. That's similar to like so after the taxi is like, oh man, it's pretty old. We can't really use a taxi. We're selling it as a used car. You know what I mean? Repaint it. You know what I mean? Vacuum out the back seat. You know what I mean? All them butts all them men, all them people that done been in the car. You know what I mean? And let's clean it, repackage it. You know what I mean? Do the tie rods, you know what I mean? And the struts, we got to fit, repair those. The frame is rusty. The frame is bent up because it was an accident, you know what I mean? And we got to change the suspension on that mug because the taxis go back and forth in these Michigan streets, you know what I mean? So, we know the potholes and stuff. So, there's a lot of damage on this frame, a lot of damage on the suspension. We got to change that out. Then we could resell it for a high price. Women are similar to cars like that. She got all this baggage, all this damage, all these different dudes done rolled in her back seat. You know what I mean? So now after she been used, like the taxi been used, now they're going to repackage it, repaint it, do a little bit of bumper repair work. You know what I mean? Like I said, put some stuck on there, paint over the damage, right? Now she's 30, or now the car is a used car. We put on the car like, hey man, this is a 2010, you know what I mean? Chevy Malibu, you know what I mean? What you talking about, man? Bro, this, come on, man. This is 2010. It's just like a 2025, you know what I mean? So of course she's gonna be trying to resell and repackage it for the same price because she's selling. But when she look at it logically, like, dang, man, I would put a discount, you know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking about, man. The arrogance of these females, plus couple number two, with simps who co-sign them, who don't have self-respect and are willing to take on and take on another man's baggage and stuff, and use women and why not just take them up, because most of us don't have used women. If we had them in America, most of us ain't have virgins. But yeah, so you get a woman, girlfriend, whatever, man, she probably gonna be used. You get her in America, these ain't no virgins primarily. I don't really know many virgins. Point is, you don't be like, oh, this is my boo, this is my number one. I want to stay with her forever. You gotta just, you got the analogy, man. If you hold like a silly putty, or let's say slime, if you hold slime in your hand, like you cuff it, then you could hold it in your hand. But if y'all know that stuff slime, you know what I mean? But if you squeeze the slime, it's going to squeeze through your fingertips. similar to a woman. If you hold her, you keep your hand open, you know, she's like, you know what? I got the woman. She in my hand. In other words, you with her. But you know, the more you try to hold on to her and like start simping on her and hold on, I gotta hold her. This is my boo. I love her. Like the dude earlier, all hugged and kissed with this chick, hugged over and you know, she was a good looking broad, man. But he probably was just all in. I don't want to lose her. I don't know why they was standing on the corner. It was very awkward. I presume my thought because I ain't never seen him over here. I'm like, he all in. I don't know. Maybe they got an argument or something like that. And they must not be from around here. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Or they may be over there in Mexican town, but maybe she started walking and he chased her. I don't know, because that's pretty odd. I don't ever really see them here. Point is, if he all in like that, the more you try to hold on to her, you already know she gonna squeeze through your fingers. So the same thing with these women. Whether she a virgin or she a 30-year-old used up woman, don't try to hold on to her. Because like they say, man, ain't your woman, just your turn, man. So, I mean, whether she a virgin, you got to keep your hand open and not try to simp and hold her on to her too tight. Because if you do that, she going to be knowing that she got you and you all in, you know. It's a mental game that we play here. But anyways, brothers, I didn't want to talk your ear off, but I ended up doing it. But anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, go ahead and do so using the Cash App in the description. Peace.